guys, welcome to Calo Reviews. This is Chris, and today we've got a video review of the MakeToys Trash Chalk and Cogwheel. So that's Trash Chalk, that's Cogwheel. Sorry about my voice, I've got a bit of a flu, but we'll make do anyway. Swerve, Gears, or their anagram. So they are a scout size sort of figure. I'll just bring in Fans Projects code just to give you a sort of idea of their size. So that's that. Now, they are virtually the same figure, with the exception of the chests. The feet are slightly different, and yeah, the heads obviously are different, but essentially they are the same figure, slightly different hoods, but share many parts. So we'll look at the main figures in a moment. They come with a few accessories. You've got Cogwheel's Tommy gun looking thing. You can pull that off. Don't know why it would. And it does rotate, which we'll see in a minute. You've got Swerve or Trash Chalk's gun there. It's just a little, see if I can get a bit of better shot. Just a gun there. It's got a little clear red piece on the scope. That's that. Drinks tray, which is very cool. They do come off. Pitcher, and got a couple of glasses there. So they're pretty cool, and he'll hold that in both modes. And we've also got two little extra head sculpts here. If you read the comic, you'll know what these are about, but I will show you how to put these on soon. So we'll get those out of the way. And then we also have this, which I've done a build review, or not a build review, a build video of. This is My First Blast, also from MakeToys. You just assemble that yourself. Very cool. That goes with Trash Chalk there. Again, if you read the More Than Meets the Eye comic series, you'll know all about this. Put that aside, and I'm going to focus this review on Trash Chalk, and I'll show you Gears as a comparison, as they are so similar and the transformation is exactly the same. So, we've got Gears here. Very cool. Sorry, black on black background, but very nice figure. They are well articulated, and also just get a pose to do it. Well balanced figures, so you can see there. Very cool. Now, articulation. The head does move, but it's very hard to get your fingers in there, but you can move it. Shoulders will go, they're on a ball joint here, so they will rotate around, and they'll also go out like so. Bicep swivel. A nice soft ratchet on. Now, that's an issue. The ball joints that the hands are on like to pop off very easily. Obviously you're not going to wreck them, but they just like literally pop off like that. So that's my first problem. Anyway, so they move, the wrists will obviously move because they're on that ball joint. You've got waist rotation and kind of an ab crunch because it's sort of a ball joint in there. Ball jointed hips, nice and tight, like very little guys, but thigh swivel, a soft ratchet buttery, as evangelists would say, on the knee. We'll go 90 degrees, and if you move this wheel out of the way, they will go double jointed knee, but depends on the aesthetic you're after with the wheels. And ball jointed ankle, and that will go all over the place, tilt forward, back, etc. So that's the articulation. As I said, exactly the same for Cogwheel or Gears. Now, if you do want to move the head, you can actually pull this section of the body out. Easiest way is to put your thumb there. So as I was saying, to pull that off, just push on these little shoulder pieces here and on the wheels. That will separate off, and just put the body back there, and then you have the upper torso section like that, and then you can turn the head however you want, and then you can just simply slide that back in again, and then you have him looking to his right. Now, while I've got that off, you can change the head. Now, I've already done it, but what you have to do is actually two little screws there. Come on, focus. Those two little screws there, you just need a very small screwdriver and just back those off so that you can pop the head off the ball joint. Otherwise it'll be very hard to do. And also the head you're putting on, in this case the little skull face there, you'll have to back those screws off also. And it's still quite tight, like they're backed out maybe a turn, and still quite tight. So then you have that face sculpt there. So again, try not to do spoilers, but if you've read the books, you all know what that's about, and then that can go back in there like so. Now, the other thing is, in this mode, these wrists, when you transform, have this tiny little, you can probably see just there, there is a little ridge. That's meant to clip into the arm like that. You would have heard that click. Now, when you get these, a lot of the time, that you'll sit there and you'll push and it just won't go past there. Again, we'll do it on gears in a minute. You'll just have to back these screws off. Everything still works fine. The slide works, it still locks in, but it just allows you to push that wrist in, and then they stay in tight. So I've done that on both sides on this one. So I'll just put him back there. I'll bring gears in. So what I'm talking about is this. That doesn't matter how hard you push that in, it doesn't go in. So grab your little screwdriver and just back those off just a little bit. So you can see I'm maybe going half a turn, quarter of a turn, and that allows you just to push that in like so. Okay, so same on this side. Screwdriver, just back those off, just as you need it. They may vary. I've got a set of these for Aaron Axsmith from Twitter, and his were pretty good. I think only one of his he had to do. So, and there we go. So they're a little bit tighter, but now those hands are locked right in and end up with little press marks on your fingers. Now, same thing. Pop the head off. To get that off, like that's his standard head sculpt, and to put on his other head sculpt, which I quite like, that one, you just need to back that one little screw off. Like, you can probably do it without it, but for safety's sake, so pop that off, and then same thing on the new one, just back it off a little bit. Just gives that little bit of room for the ball joint there, and pop that back on, and there you have the head, and just slot the body back in, and there you go, head sculpt change, arms fixed, boom boom. Now with this one, the Swerve will stand up really easily because he's got good feet. His feet don't really have a heel. Now, as I was saying before my memory card filled up, due to the shape of the foot there, flat at the front and nothing at the back, he tends to like to topple over. Now, it can be rectified with a bit of a leaning forward stance, or you can just have it, you know, his position just change up a little bit. Obviously, if you have him in a bit of a pose, it's not a problem. But that is an issue, just a missing heel there. Now, for transformation, we might as well do them both. First thing, just click those hands out, and there, just a little, I'll give you a little tab there. So, do that, collapse them in, and then fold that hand in, and you'll see the thumb actually sits in a little groove there. Now, and they push in and just tab in to the body like that. Just that little peg there. Tab in like that. And just make sure those hands are sitting in. So it should sit like that. Now, lift the feet up like so. Rotate the wheels out and just try and get them roughly straight, like so. Peg the legs together. This little section here you're going to separate and fold out, and then bend the legs in, and that all sits together like so. And there you have Cogwheel in his car mode. Now, the little thing he will do is that opens up there, and he's got some little hidden lights there. I don't know what the thought process behind that is, but they are there, so what the hell. So that's that. And if you get his gun from before, you can just rotate that to the side, and that little peg there goes into that little slot in his leg, and he can hold his gun and a roll. So it will transform trash talk here. Same thing, hands in, they just peg into the side, or oh, there goes that bloody wrist again. That, collapse, collapse, again pegging to the top, pegging to the top. Those separate to there, straighten the feet out, rotate the wheels out. Sorry about this overexposure on the white too, pain in the butt. I'm not using my normal camera, I'm using the iPhone and it does not like to wipe once. Rotate that down, and again that will peg in there. And then we have Trash Talk in his little car mode. Again, his little window will open up there, and he has a little eye which is on a ball joint. Again, I don't know why, but it's there. Now, again, his gun will peg into the side, and the wheels will still clear it. You can also put My First Blaster on his side like that, and you can also put his drinks tray like that. So he's all geared up, and there they are in their vehicle modes. Just to pan down a little bit, and just for a quick size comparison, first thing in hand there is Croc Out. So they're not too bad size for, again, a Scout size figure. Oh, Croc Out is really rattly. And another one, this one is a little shout out for Alfie. There is Jazz there, just to give you a size comparison. Okay, now put that back up on the shelf. So there our car modes, and again they roll quite fine. If you find the wheels aren't touching perfectly, might just need to give it a little adjustment here and there. Now, something of note is the front wheels have this now more common separation where the inside doesn't move and the top does, where the back wheels move completely. Just an aesthetic thing, I guess. I love that little face. But it's fine. So all loaded up. Now I won't bother transforming him back. We'll just transform him back and we'll load him up with his table. So again, pop all these off. Transform, bring the legs out, just extend those. Rotate the wheel in and the foot down. Again out, rotate wheel, foot in. That's that. These little sections here. Fold in, tab together. Just allow it to focus there. Untab there, untab there. Extend that down. Hand out, peg in. Extend that down. I'll just show you on the inside. You can see, let's have a little bit of light. You can see there's a little slider there, and it has some little detents which you can probably see. Oh, that's noisy, but I want it. You can see there's a little bump just there and there. So that's what it's going to slide onto. When you pull that out, it will click onto that. Okay, and we'll just swing it back out. And then you have transformation back into robot mode. So it's very simple, but very cool. We'll just pop that head back off. Head, and put his little smiley head on. Just give you a good look at that. So, very cool. And so now that that's off, put his head back on. Now, of course, he can hold his normal gun. Ratchet the shoulder, so he's got his normal gun there. And he has my first blaster, which also popped in his hand. And then he has those both guns, so he can hold both guns. Very cool. Pop that. See again, the bloody hands come off the ball joint, which is a pain in the butt. If you don't want him to hold the guns, you can leave his hands in that position. Get his little drinks tray. One hand on that peg, one hand on that peg, and now he's serving drinks on the Lost Light. Very cool. Not a spoiler, but Lost Light is the ship in World Meets the Eye. And you can pull these off. He can hold that there, and a little glass, and he can have his pitcher and his glass. Now they will sort of fit into other hands. They're not. They'll sort of just sit in there, you know. But if you flip them over, they will fall out of the hands. So they're more sort of just suit their own hands there. And again, put these back on. Drop them on the ground there. Just got little holes there, and two little slots for that. And there you go. Alright guys, so that's that, and let's finish up. Okay guys, that was a video review of the MakeToys, or MakeToys, depending on where you come from. Trash Talk and Cogwheel. They have a line name. No, it's just Trash Talk and Cogwheel. And of course my first blaster there. And they are a representation, I guess, of Swerve and Gears. So very cool. Definitely recommend them. Again, they are available at BBTS and a few other places. I picked them up from there. And also my first blast hat at the time of this recording, which is the 20th of May, I believe. 19th or 20th of May. I'm Cook, leave me alone. And Cook is sick. They were available, so I'm sort of blabbering now. So please check them out. If you get a chance to pick them up at a convention or just from one of the retailers, do so. Very fun, easy desk toys, and definitely recommend. So thanks for watching guys, and please subscribe if you haven't. If you have, just like the video, comment, whatever, and hopefully we'll get some more videos out soon. Thanks. Bye.